Hey everyone, it's Miss Sarrett here to show you how to calculate circumference of a circle. Be sure you have your jams ready to take notes and fill out a reflection. Here is your TEKS objective. Be sure to fill this in at the top of your notes. After you've done that, take a moment to pause the video and fill out your learning goal and what you already know about this topic. So first, let's talk about what a circle is. A circle is just a set of points that are all an equal distance away from a center point. Pretty simple. First, let's talk about the radius of a circle. The radius is the distance from the center of the circle to the outside of the circle. Now, all of the radii that you see on one circle are actually the same distance. So no matter what radius you're looking at on one circle, it's going to measure the same as any other radius in that same circle. And by the way, the plural for radius, and plural means you have more than one, so if you have more than one radius, it's called the radii. Now let's talk about the diameter of a circle. A diameter is a line that passes through the center of the circle, and the diameter's endpoints are on the outside of the circle. So as you can see here, we have it starting on the outside of the circle, passes through the center, and it ends on the outside of the circle on the opposite side. Now wait a minute, isn't this a radius, and isn't this a radius? Well, yes it is, and that is why two radii make one diameter. Now we're ready to talk about the circumference of a circle. The circumference is just the distance around the outside of the circle, and you can think of it as the perimeter of the circle. Now there are two different equations that we can use to calculate circumference. We can have the circumference as 2 times pi times radius, or we could have the circumference as pi times the diameter. Now remember, in the last slide we said that if you have 2 radii, it equals the diameter. Sorry, that's a little messy. So here in this equation, we really have 2 times the radius, and that's equal to the diameter that you see here. So either one of these equations can be used. They both mean the exact same thing. It just depends on if you have a radius to look at or if you have a diameter as to which equation you will use. So let's look at an example. We have our circle here, and we are given this measurement. This is the radius, so I know that I want to use the formula circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius. Now in target practice, I know you guys have been substituting 3 for pi, so we're going to do that right now in this video. So for our equation, we have circumference equals 2 times pi, which we're substituting with 3, times the radius, which is 5. And 2 times 3 is 6, times 5 is 30. So our circumference for the circle would be 30 centimeters. Alright, let's look at another example. We have this circle, and we have the diameter, which equals 18. So we're going to use the formula circumference equals pi times the diameter. So again, we're substituting pi with 3, and we know our diameter is 18, so we have 3 times 18, and 3 times 18 equals 54. So our circumference equals 54 units, and I labeled it units because this picture doesn't actually give us a unit for our measurement, so it's just plain old units. And this whole pi symbol, we're actually going to get a little more into that this week, don't worry. Before I go, I do want to leave you with a joke, of course. So if Circumference was a person, what would be his favorite holiday? Thanksgiving, because he gets to eat a lot of pie. But seriously, have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday. Don't forget to finish your reflections.